Okay, everyone. So, welcome. English for Electrical Engineering. This is Unit 7. Automation and robotics is the topic we will be talking about today. As always, a couple of reading comprehension tasks that we will be completing. Automation, robotics. Let's take a look at our first text. We're going to read a text about automation, and then we will have to match the words with their definition on the next slide. So, mechanization refers to the process of providing human beings with machinery capable of assisting them with the muscular requirements of work. A further development of mechanization is represented by automation, which implies the use of control systems and information technologies to reduce the need for both physical and mental work to produce goods. Automation has had a great impact on industries over the last century, changing the world economy from industrial jobs to service jobs. In manufacturing, where the process began, automation has meant that the desired results can be obtained through a series of instructions made automatically by the system, which define the actions to be done. Automated manufacturing grants higher consistency and quality while reducing lead times and handling. It also improves workflow and increases the morale of workers when a good implementation of automation is made. However, the purpose of automation cannot be seen only in terms of reduction of and time, there are several more aspects to be taken into consideration. For example, while it is true that automation offers higher precision in the manufacturing process, it is also true that it requires skilled workers who can make repairs and manage the machinery. The following table sums up the main advantages and disadvantages of automation right here. So advantages: speeding up that was a bit too fast. Speeding up the developmental process of society, replacing human operators in tasks that involve hard physical or monotonous work, saving time and money as human operators can be employed in higher level work, replacing human operators in tasks done in dangerous environments such as fire, space, volcanoes, nuclear facilities, or underwater, higher reliability and precision in performing tasks, economy improvement, and higher productivity. Now let's take a quick look at a couple of the disadvantages here. Disastrous effects on the environment, that is pollution, traffic, energy consumption. A sharp increase in the unemployment rate due to machines replacing human beings. Technical limitations, as current technology is unable to automate all the desired tasks. Security threats, as an automated system may have a limited level of intelligence and can make errors. Unpredictable costs due to research and development, which may exceed the cost saved by the automation itself. High initial costs, as the automation of a new product requires a large initial investment. Right, now comes our task where we have to match the words on the left with the definitions on the right. If this is just a review for you, if you were in class today, then you can just follow and answer the questions with me. If you want to practice, if you want to do a little bit of extra practice, then you can take a screenshot or stop the video and match the words with the definitions, and then continue with the video only to check your answers. I would very much prefer if you chose this option, to be honest, but let's just have a quick look. So screenshot if you want, match, and then now we will continue. I'll just give you the answer. So, manufacturing on the left of your screen, the correct definition is E, the industry in which machinery is used to produce goods. Information technologies in number 2, matches with F, the development and application of computer systems. Goods, beds. Things that are made to be sold. Service jobs in number 4 will be jobs in transport, communications, hospitals, the energy industry, etc. Skilled means having the knowledge and the ability to do something well. Morale, the amount of confidence that a group of people has. Yeah, okay. Unemployed in number 7 is J, the state of not having a job. Lead times is the time between the design of a product and its production. Handling in number 9 is the process of packing and distributing goods, while workflow in number 10, surprise, surprise, is a set of tasks performed to complete a procedure. Right, so these were our words and definitions. Let's move on to our second text. Here we are going to read it and answer comprehension questions on the next slide. So, numerical control over automated devices has resulted in a rapidly expanding range of applications and human activities. Computer-aided technologies, CAX, is a broad term that means the use of computer systems to aid in the design, analysis, and manufacture of products by serving as a basis for mathematical and organizational tools used to create complex systems. Wow. It includes computer-aided design or CAD software and computer-aided manufacturing CAM or CAM software. The current limit on computer-aided technologies is that some abilities are well beyond the capabilities of modern mechanical and computer systems. Moreover, these technologies require high-skilled engineers and the synthesis of complex sensory data to work properly. As for the costs involved, in some cases, automation is more expensive than the mechanical approach. Thanks to the incredible improvements in automation technology, a number of other technologies have developed from it, such as domotics and robotics. Let's find out what domotics is all about. So, domotics is a field in building automation aimed at the application of automation technologies in households for the comfort and security of its residents. This means that lights, heating, and conditioning systems, windows, shutters, kitchen equipment, and surveillance systems can be controlled by a remote control or even by a cell phone at a distance. Robotics is a special brand of automation in which automated machines have certain human features and are used to replace human workers in factory operations. Robots are computer-controlled mechanical devices that are programmed to move, manipulate objects, and interact with the environment. Nowadays, more and more sophisticated robots are being built to serve various practical purposes, for example, in houses, businesses, in the army, and for medical appliances for disabled people. What does computer-aided technologies mean? Again, you can take a screenshot and go back and forth between the text and the question paper, or you can just use it as a quick recap. In either case, here's the answers for you. Use of computer systems to aid in the design, analysis, and manufacture of products. Which software does CAX or CAX, Jury, include? Computer-aided design and computer-aided manufacturing. What are the current limits? Some abilities are well beyond the capabilities of computer systems. Costs can be high, can be expensive, and beyond capabilities beyond computer systems. Right. Can you name 2 applications of automation technologies? Of course we can. Domotics and robotics. How does a domotic house differ from a traditional house? Well, I think we would call them smart homes. So all systems can be controlled by remote control or by cell phone. And what are robots used for? They are used to move, manipulate objects, and interact with the environment. Any questions? So how would the robots manipulate objects? They would tell the objects nice things until they befriend them, and then they would just get them to do whatever they wanted. In pairs. We've done this one in the class. Nowadays robots can tick tick tick, it's all done, no need to spend more time on this, it would be a listening task. Anyway, instead, let's take a quick look at our next reading text. We will read it and match the paragraph with the heading. Okay, so in previous reading tasks, sometimes we had to find the answers to questions, sometimes specific information we needed to find. Here, we need to read the paragraph and decide what the whole thing is about. So what the paragraph is about. Let's take a look at number 1. Almost every industrial automated process requires the use of sensors and transducers, which are very advanced devices capable of measuring and sensing the environment and translating physical information, for example, variations of light, pressure, temperature, and position, into electrical signals. The sensor picks up the information to be measured, and the transducer converts it into electrical signals that can be directly processed by the control unit of a system. Question, the key, what this paragraph is about is, what is a sensor? Keyword, picks up, sensor. Right, because the industrial and scientific importance of measuring sensors are widely used in a variety of fields such as medicine, engineering, robotics, biology, and manufacturing. Traditional machines have difficulty measuring small differences in product size, so sensors can be particularly useful as they can discriminate down to 0.00013 millimeters. They can also detect temperature, humidity, and pressure, acquire data, and alter the manufacturing process. Sensors are also vital components of advanced machines such as robots. Sensor applications. And last but not least, there are 2 types of sensors. Here is your answer already. In the very first line, there are 2 types of sensors. What's this paragraph about? Well, types of sensors then. There are 2 types of sensors, analog and digital. Analog sensors operate with data represented by measured voltages and or quantities, while digital ones have numeric or digital outputs, which can be directly transmitted to computers. The sensors usually employed in manufacturing are classified as mechanical, electrical, magnetic, and thermal, but they can also be acoustic, chemical, optical, and radiation sensors. Moreover, according to their method of sense, they can be tactile or visual. Tactile sensors are sensitive to touch, force, or pressure, and they are used to measure and register the interaction between a contact surface and the environment. These sensors are used in innumerable everyday objects, such as lift buttons and lamps, which turn on and off by touching the base. Visual sensors instead sense the presence, shape, and movement of an object optically. They are becoming more and more important in surveillance systems, environment and disaster monitoring, and military applications. So this was about the different types of sensors. Right, here we go. Well, there's your answers. Sensors pick up physical information. Physical data is translated into electrical signals by the transducer. Sensors can be used to alter the manufacturing process. Right, digital sensors can transmit data directly to computers. Tactile sensors are commonly used in everyday objects, and visual sensors are used to localize objects in space. We've done this task in the class. Okay, so that was just a quick recap or review. Let's see what else we've got here. Right. Okay, this one is about mechanical mouse. E has got a scroll ball mechanism inside. There are no sensors. D in a mechanical mouse. In late 1999, the optical mouse was developed. And F for number 4, an optical mouse uses light emitting diode LED, an optical sensor, and a DSP. D, right, okay. Next one here, a DPS. G is a processor for digital signals. So that should be DSP, not DPS. Not all surfaces in number 6 can reflect light the same way. Laser-based optical mice provide high resolution images. Okay, this would have been a separate reading task. However, we can answer the questions simply by not answer the questions but match the beginnings with the endings even without reading the entire text. I thought 2 reading comprehension tasks would be enough.